But yeah, I guess I just don't have access to them until we get back. Speaking of games I haven't played in a long time, I'm playing Pokemon X for the first time in like 10 years. That's been one that I've been having trouble exporting from Twitch to YouTube, considering its length of over 24 hours. Oh, we have a world map thingamabob here? But what are you thinking about that game? Saving on the world map. On the world map, access the menu anytime and select save to save your game. Oh, that's nice there. So yeah, it's one of those games. It's like Tales of Symphonia. In that sense. There we go. My gil is 8887. Sure, I'll go into that slot and then maybe I'll start going into different slots. So, I can't turn my camera or anything. You're telling me that, I guess, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you would have access to, like, the map and you can explore around and stuff like that. But Final Fantasy VII Remake, you just dick around in Midgar there. And that's the whole game. Interesting. Since you're playing a PS1 RPG, do you hear Harmonia about the new HD releases of Konami's Suikoden 1 and 2? It might have been mentioned to me at one point. If so, I might have forgotten. It's a game that has a lot of things going for it, but it's also a game with a lot of issues, Pokemon X. For me, I just feel like Pokemon X is just like the most average kind of like standard Pokemon game that you could get. Like it doesn't, I was about to say it doesn't really do anything special. It does like Mega Evolution, stuff like that. But I feel like in terms of exploring around in the story, it's just like very standard. Oh. Not quite as hard as the Midgar battles that I was just doing then. Okay, well. Cool, I guess. So where the hell am I going? Like, I can go to this other dot on the map and see what the heck it is. But, like, I really don't actually know where I'm going. This is just the closest place. Where am I? Is this where I needed to be? Yes, apparently. This must be calm. Everyone's waiting at the inn. Let's go, Cloud. So is this the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Let's go, Cloud. In that case, hello. I'm going this way. Cloud, you're late. Hi. Yo, man, you're late. Yeah, because I really like parts of it, but there's bits that are really stupid, like the fact that no trainer in the game other than the champion uses a full team of 6 until post-game. I guess I didn't even realize that before when I replayed through it, because I was so distracted by, like, the randomizer I was playing. But now that you mention it, yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting. Kept you waiting, huh? Guess everyone's here now. So let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis of the planet. Let's hear it all. But yeah, I am going to be very curious when I play Remake how they make all that last longer. Like, again, I've heard the story's different, so they probably do, like, a whole bunch of new things that weren't in this. But I am going to be intrigued. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he was older than me and hardly ever talked about himself. So I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other until one day, after the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. It sure is raining hard. Hey, how are you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. I like the effects with, like, the rain and the windshield wipers. Again, like, they had to do, like, creative things for, you know, the graphics and all that, and early era of 3D and all that. Like, that's clearly just, like, a 2D kind of plane where they're doing that. But, like, it works very effectively. Everything okay? Hey. Settle down. It gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. So I guess Sephiroth always dressed edgily. You going to brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined Soldier to be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures. Then, we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor at Nibelheim. Nibelheim. That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sir, something strange has crashed into the truck. That would be our monster. Oh, I'm playing as Cloud and Sephiroth here. Oh, that's some big damage, isn't it? Look at Sephiroth's health compared to mine here. So none of the other soldiers are helping out. Speaking of Pokemon, the other day I said in chat that the visuals of Legends ZA looked okay. Upon further scrutiny, that game instead looks ugly to me, even if not so much compared to Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I think initially looking at the trailers, when we have, like, the frame of reference of, like, Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Legends Arceus as, like, the most recent comparison cases, it does look a lot more, like, shockingly better, and, like, it can make it easy to, first impression, go like, hey, this actually looks pretty alright. But then as you spend more time with it, it's like, oh, does it really? Just because, like, it is a significant improvement, I will still argue. Like, it does look way better than Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus. But, you know, compared to other things, they're just, like, taking it on its own. Not just Scarlet and Violet compared to it. It's a little bit more of a issue with the graphics. I don't know how to phrase it here. If you compare it to just those, then man, it looks like the most beautiful game ever. But when you're actually comparing it to other things and like really scrutinizing it, it's like, yeah, does it actually look all that great? Like, part of me thinks about, like, in my video that I did, the live stream on the presents, where I was talking about it and the graphics, like, there was some things I was criticizing about it, like the windows and the shadows, but part of me is almost thinking about, like, was I too kind on the graphics during that bit? Also, I'm playing the female character for the first time, and she gets so many more customization options than the male character. Like, it's gotta be twice as many. Yeah, I think that's what I did when I played through Pokemon X on the channel, where I think that was the character that I played, which I hadn't played before. I'd always played, like, the male character before. And on looking it up, yeah, she gets way, way, way more customization options in Pokemon X and Y. It is ridiculous. Like, there is absolutely not gender equality in that game. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. He is far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. Yeah, I think, I don't actually know a whole lot about Remake and Rebirth, but I think I remember hearing tell somewhere about, like, this being stuff where Rebirth started. So yeah, I guess we are in, like, the Rebirth part of the story now, the second one of the remade games. How does it feel? Ah, all the sniffles. That's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father. Presumably laughing. What does it matter? Alright, let's go. Alright, I guess we were all off the camera there. I've been really enjoying just playing dress up. But man, some of the clothes were expensive. I bought a dress code on Lumios. That was 300k. Yeah, that sounds faintly familiar from when I was doing like the X stuff on the channel here. The Mako smells pretty bad here. Being on watch is so boring. You want to do what we always do? Shall we practice? What? Practice? Oh, you mean practice my pose? Do members of Soldier always have to worry about what others think? How did it go? Was it like this? Good job. Okay. I really don't want to be in Soldier. Naturally, there are criticisms that Remake and Rebirth are more poorly paced than the original games. Yeah, like, this definitely feels like it is getting right to the point. But with the context of what I just spent 10 hours doing is now going to take me 40 hours when I play a Remake. Like, maybe there'll be a whole bunch of, like, other story stuff in there that is, like, really cool and intriguing. But I can see how that would lead to, like, bad pacing, you know. I do still wonder, like, why they decided to make, like, the remakes a trilogy and not just one game. Because if I'm now past, like, the third kind of mark of the game, roughly, this really did not have to be, like, 3 different remake games, I wouldn't think. Keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. I'm gonna run up this way, I guess, I don't know. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? Genova. I remember Genova. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. That's right. Bear, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud, continue. The childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. But I think the general opinion is that the pacing is better in Rebirth than in Remake. Okay. Like, maybe does it encompass, like, more of the content? And I guess maybe if you have, like, a world to explore, like, maybe there's some more interesting stuff going on. Because, yeah, if it's 40 hours just in whatever the heck. Why am I forgetting the name of the place already? My goodness gracious. Everything is becoming a blur then. Can't speak for Remake because the only bit from Rebirth I've seen is the final boss and the ghost fish scene. What? But Remake's pacing was abysmal. The first use of Remake was meant to be Rebirth. What? Square Enix chose to go with 3 games with the hope of making more money, but it may backfire if each installment gets fewer sales than the prior one. I mean, I guess that would be like the most obvious motivation, is just, you know, you get to sell 3 games rather than 1. The town was quiet. Everyone must be in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. I mean, if you have to put in a whole bunch of funding to make, like, a whole, you know, crazy remake anyway, like, you could either put all your eggs in this one basket of, let's make one super fleshed out, amazing remake that's just the entire game, and then you get, like, the sales of that one game. Or you put, like, a medium amount of resources into a bunch of games and hopefully get, like, you know, a shit ton for the first sale, pretty close to a shit ton for the second, and then maybe still a decent amount by the third. Because presumably it'll go down over time, right? Because that's usually how it goes when it comes to, like, people's interest in, like, a series, if it's, like, one overarching story. Like, that's the way that is with, like, TV shows, YouTube video series, is it's always, like, the most views, the most attention on the first thing, and then it dwindles down, so presume that Remake would get the most sales, and then Rebirth second, and then whatever the third one is next, presumably, but still probably more sales and more profit than doing just one really, really big high-quality game. I don't know. But yeah. Always thought it was supposed to reference the 3-disc bit from the original, but the answer is probably money. Yeah, I would guess so here. Sure hope that Rebirth comes to Switch too. It does look visually incredible. Yeah, that's what I've seen of, like, clips and stuff. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. Well, still cutscene here. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Oh, and you may visit your family and friends. Thanks, Sephiroth. You're such a cool dude. Man, I'm so nervous. I'm excited. That's right. Don't blow your chance to become a hero. I don't know. I heard Sephiroth was coming, so I brought my camera. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. Take my picture. I don't take pictures of nobodies. I have a picture with Sephiroth from a couple of years ago. I think it was 2022. Can I find it on my camera roll, I wonder? Let's see here. I might be able to find a picture of me with Sephiroth. That's what I might be able to do. Because it was shortly after Fragapalooza 2022, I think, if memory serves. Or maybe it was like the year following? It was sometime before Fragapalooza 2023, I think. When was it? It was at like some sort of gaming convention. If I can find it quickly, then great. If I can't, then like whatever. I think it was this month here. September 2022, maybe. Hold on, give me a sec. I might be able to find a photo of me with Sephiroth. Heck yeah, I can. But it's not downloading like the higher quality version of the photo because there's like a storage space issue on my phone. And it's like, error, cannot download the higher quality photo. Even though I just deleted like a whole bunch of videos off my phone recently to make space and it seemingly did nothing. And I made sure that they were deleted, so I can't send this to myself and like show it in high quality. But in really low quality, right off my phone, there, look. I took a photo with Sephiroth in like really terrible quality here. Oh, wow, the camera actually focused in really well. Thank you, old camera that I haven't used in like forever. Here's my photo with Sephiroth. I took that photo because of my doubles partner from Fragapalooza 2019, who was my co-commentator for the Smash tournaments at Fragapalooza 2022. He was really trying to convince me to get into Final Fantasy VII at the time. And so I saw Sephiroth there, and despite having never really played Final Fantasy VII, apart from like the brief bit in high school, I've got a picture with Sephiroth, and I sent it to him. Crash, he goes by. I haven't seen him since Fragapalooza 2022, I don't think. Wonder if he'll ever come to Frag again one of these years, then we can catch up. I can be like, hey, I finally played Final Fantasy VII like you want me to. After all these years. Hello, friends. How's it going? Hey, it's Dale. So yeah, that was my photo with Sephiroth there. So, I bet you I'm living that one dude's dream. Hey, aren't you... How, what? Have I been here before? I don't remember. I'm trying to like even out my scarf here. Make it equal length on both sides. Now you're pissing me off. This don't matter, so get on with it. It's kind of fun, like the other people interjecting and like the storytelling memories here. Midgar, that's the name I was forgetting there. Yeah, we finally got Midgar. So yeah, I'll be very intrigued to see how all of that is like all of Remake when I eventually play that title. Because that's definitely going to make it last a while. Yeah, Crash was the guy you beat in Fragapalooza before Carvia casually walked up and slapped your Peter. Yeah, good old Fragapalooza 2022 with the hybrid event and stuff. Who was he playing then? Was he playing Cloud or was he playing Samus? Because I know that those were like the two characters that he'd play. And yeah, it was during a big segment like off camera, like late at night, he was showing me a decent bit of stuff on his PlayStation 5. He was showing me Devil May Cry and he was showing me Final Fantasy VII Remake. And like he was very much a turbo fan of Final Fantasy VII, and he was very much trying to get me into Final Fantasy VII. He played Cloud and Fox. Oh, okay. Like I think of him and I think of Cloud and Samus. I guess that was something different that he was trying out then, because like I guess it was brief enough that I don't remember it clearly. I mean, there's obviously video of it on my channel, and I could rewatch it whenever I want. But this is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too. It's been a long time, right? Tell us more. You saw your family, right? Alright. I don't know if you'd call it a family. My father died when I was still young. That's why my mom lived alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom, she was a vibrant woman. Hadn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. That is pretty tragic. But when I saw her, she looked fine. Yeah, I like Final Fantasy VII a lot, but I prefer 9 in Tactics. Fair enough. Yes? Well, I like 16 more. That's literally just because it's literally the only Final Fantasy game that I've beaten. Cloud? Final Fantasy 9 ganged. Welcome home, Cloud. Got some spiky hair going on there as well, at least with the front. Hi, Mom. Come, come. Let me take a look at you. Cloud is actually in Final Fantasy Tactics, but he sucks ass. Oh. You look so handsome. So, this is a soldier uniform. Mom, I thought he was on the floor at first. It's kind of hard to tell with this game sometimes. I see now that there's the bed. My, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls never leave you alone. Not really. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in this city. Women only want one thing after all. I feel a lot better if you just settle down with a nice girlfriend. I'm alright. You should have an older girlfriend, one that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you. I'm not interested. Are you eating right? I'm alright. The company takes care of me. Is that so? I know you can't cook. I've been worried sick about you. Cloud? Cooking is a skill that I'd like to really learn in the near future. I've been learning baking with stuff like making my own jellies. I'm getting more emails from YouTube. Oh, the obligatory beach episode, Stream 17 of Persona 5 Royal. Copyright detected. Copyright material has been detected. It can't be monetized. Yeah, whatever. It's just there for preservation purposes anyway. You know, Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? I'll always be your mother. I really like cooking, can't bake for my life. Okay, so like the opposite here. I mean, to be fair, I only know like some basics with baking. I'm getting pretty good at making jellies now. Let's stop this. I do want to keep on making more jellies now that I've actually gotten the feel for it. Cloud? Did you go in my house? No. I remember you weren't there. Want to try making custard soon? That'd be cool. Yeah, I did go in your house. I thought you might be home. So we lived, like, right next door? I was about to say, why couldn't I go through the doorway? I was getting fat-shamed there. Ooh, something nice in the oven. Guess I can go upstairs here or something. Is what I can do. Let's see. Right, whoa, I guess there's nothing to do. Cloud? Do you go into my room? About that. You don't want to know what I did. Let's play the piano. Imagine. I can't even face that way. I can always play my one in real life. Actually, no, I can't. It's covered in all these friggin' ladybugs I've been 3D printing and stuff. Received orthopedic underwear? I was just going around, like, hitting X on things to see if anything was interactable. Did I just take Tifa's underwear? Cloud. Just kidding, don't get mad. Cloud. We're talking about something really important here. What? Imagine if that's actually in my inventory now. Equip. Equip Tifa's underwear. Also, do I call it the icon change or am I losing my mind? Try playing the piano? I'm trying here. Oh, what? I play my piano? Yeah, I jammed on it. Now, how did this go? I remember. Use start to end. Whoa, what? Okay, so that's start. Wait. Yeah, I jammed on it. I remember. So just don't hit triangle. Wait. So that's a button. So I only have like 4 notes? Oh my god. Or are these like chords? I remember how this tune goes. Yep, that's the legendary tune of when I go to the casino and I win the jackpot. Not the right stick. Yeah, so these are notes. These are like chords. You have chords, notes, and the ability to shift pitches up, down. Wait, how do I shift pitches up or down? I have no idea. Don't know what the controls on PC are, though. He's an optional character that requires you to complete a very long side quest. He joins at level 1 when the rest of your characters will be level 45-ish. He can't use his limit breaks without the materia blade, which the game doesn't tell you how to get and isn't a great weapon. His limits take forever to charge, and they do magic damage, which mixes badly with Cloud's job, so Cloud and tactics is just unfathomably bad. Oh, jeez. Like, hold L1 in the face buttons? So, like... I have no idea here. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity intensifies. If anyone recognized that tune, I actually played something recognizable. Because, I mean, that was literally just the main theme of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. But there's no way I'd be able to do the rest. Just those 4 notes. Go out, please. Maybe a prompt later on that explains it, but a nice little Easter egg here. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I could plug in, like, my actual keyboard. I kind of use it as, like, side table storage when I'm not using it. So, like, it's just kind of these ladybugs that I've been 3D printing for this gardening event. There's just kind of a bunch on it right now. You can see all the little bits of red and, like, a receipt and, like, a little container on the side there. So, like, I have my keyboard right there that I can play, but, like, it's covered in stuff. And I don't actually know where I plug it into my computer, because I think I'd have to unplug my camera. But it is a thing that's possible. A whole swarm of them, because I want to sell a whole bunch and stuff. And I can glue, like, magnets into the bottom, too, that I ordered. So people can, like, stick them to fridges. Or, like, metallic raised beds outside or something like that. And from what I remember, despite him being iconic for using big swords, he can't equip knight swords, which are your big swords in tactics. Wow. Can I loot that chest or something? No. I can't even get over there. I'm getting fat-shamed again. Alright, well, I don't know what the heck. Hi. Oh, you're with Shinra? Welcome. Just welcome into my house. I'm sorry. It's you, Cloud. I didn't recognize you. Who's this? What? Shinra? Shinra? Soldier? Salsa? Are you going to kill the monsters? Are you going to... Whoa, let's cut that off before you say something you'll regret there. Yeah, Shinra, Salsa. I don't know here. Can I go hang out with Sephiroth or something? Should I go do other stuff here? There's a big important looking place. You from Shinra? That's right. Jeez, big-headed young kid. Well, who are you? I'm the town's... Are you Cloud? Don't you know me? You're Tifa's... Right, I'm Tifa's father. Stay away from my daughter. Wow, is it the spiky hair? We don't need the Shinra's help to protect our town. I assume it's the being associated with Shinra thing. This mansion. No, I'll come here later. Okay. Well, can I go hang out with Sephiroth? Is he just chilling in the inn? Is he, like, taking a bit of a rest while we go explore around? Is Shinra here to get rid of the monsters? And who are you? I'm Zangan. I travel around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Oh, that's where she learned martial arts then. I gotcha. Did you say Tifa? Tifa has good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. Okay, interesting. And Cloud's limit breaks taking so long to charge means you have to short charge on him and make him any degree of useful, but that means you can't use 2 swords to give him a rune blade or give him a magic attack up to make his limit stronger. I want to see some Shinra techniques. If you see anything you can use, you might want to incorporate some of my techniques. Well, good luck! When will Square Enix finally re-release Final Fantasy Tactics? Who knows? I was about to say, is Sephiroth just trying to, like, relax in bed or something? Come up here, give him a good night kiss? What are you looking at? This scenery. I feel like I know this place. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, I think I've done all the things I needed to here. I'm not going to wake you up tomorrow. Like, I can check over here really quickly. For all Final Fantasy Tactics fans here, how do we feel about whatever that is? Something that I wouldn't know, but others clearly would. We're on one short bed. Wait. We're short one bed. Why did my brain, like, struggle to read that? Sure, I think I've done the things that I needed to do here, so sure, let's go ahead and get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her.